I really believe that it is extremely important that females get their own bottle service at the nightclub instead of going in as general admission or being sat at somebody else's table. It's not only just because it's more fun, but I know multiple times where if a girl would have got bottle service, it could have potentially saved her life or prevent a situation from happening. This video subject is going to be extremely sensitive, so if you are somebody that can't talk about harassment or assault, then watch any of my other videos. The number one reason why I believe that females should get their own bottle service is because there's less chances of you getting assaulted. For those of you guys that have never been into a multi-million-dollar super nightclub, these nightclubs get super packed. I'm talking about shoulder to shoulder packed where you cannot move. What ended up happening during this time is that creepy guys and creepy girls as well will try to fill up on you. There's no security camera that could see it. If a security guard did see it, it's going to take him forever to get to you because he had to cut through a crowd of a couple hundred people just to get to where you at. So people will absolutely try to fill up on you without your permission or even expose you. People will try to grind up on you. If you're a female, you know what I'm talking about when guys try to grind up on you. That will happen. Number two, which is equally as important as number one, is that getting bottle service could potentially help prevent you from getting trafficked. Now, I always hear girls say, oh, I'm always safe when I go to the club. I have nothing to worry about. Let me tell you something. These traffickers in Las Vegas are insanely good. There's a video out there of a girl getting her drink spiked on her Snapchat, and it happened so quickly that she didn't notice, as well as nobody around her. So even if you think that you're safe by getting your own drink instead of having somebody buy your own drink, there's still a chance that somebody could spike it, and these guys in Las Vegas are really good at doing it. When you have your own bottle service, you are in a blocked off area, a roped off area of the nightclub with security guards right in front of you. Only you, the bottle girl, your friends, and the bussers will be anywhere near your drink. So there's no chance for somebody to come across and try to spike it or to try to hurt you in any way. I cannot stress this enough, but Miami and Las Vegas is pretty much known for trafficking people, and those guys and girls as well are really good at trafficking people. So just keep that in the back of your head, especially if you're a tourist, because you're a target. Matter of fact, especially if you're an international tourist. So if you come over from Europe or Asia or anywhere outside of the United States, they are definitely going to hunt for you especially. Another reason why females should always get their own bottle service is to help prevent you from getting robbed. Las Vegas also has the best pickpocketers in the world. So they work as a team that will go into the nightclub and work together to steal as many of your items as possible. And they try to go in when the club is completely packed, because this is when they can do the best work. There was this one time when I was working at the nightclub, I believe it was on New Year's Eve, when these pickpocketers stole 60 phones in just a few minutes. What happens is that one person steals it and they keep passing it on and on and on until it gets to the carrier, who hides it in his pants. So throughout the night, everybody was complaining about their phone disappearing, right? This happened so quick, within 20 minutes. The security looked at the footage and they were able to somehow find the pickpocketers, and they caught them as they was heading out of the nightclub. And there was literally at least 30 victims right there with the police trying to figure out which phone is which. These guys are that good at stealing your stuff. One of the benefits of getting your own VIP section is that you will have a hidden cubby at your seat. Usually right under the seat is going to be a little cubby, a little bin where you could put your cell phone, your wallet, your purses, anything of you that's have value, you could throw in there. If you decide to go on the dance floor and dance, you don't have to worry about people robbing you, and you also don't have to worry about people spiking your drinks, because your drink is going to be at your VIP section. Security will be there at the entrance and the exit of the VIP section, and they remember your face, so they know who belongs there and who doesn't belong there. They will help you with any problems you have. So let's say you have a couple girls at the table that you are arguing with. You could tell security to move them. Or let's say you invite some guys or some more girls from the dance floor to sit at your table and they start causing problems. You could also remove them as well if you want them gone. And the great thing is that you don't have to do this yourself. The security will handle it all for you. All you have to do is ask them to remove that person and they're gone. Another thing that is really important is that when you have your own VIP section, you have a place to sit down. What a lot of people don't realize is that these super nightclubs are designed for bottle service only, meaning there is no place to sit unless you have your own VIP section. When you have your own VIP section, obviously you can sit down whenever you want. You also will be expedited inside the nightclub, and you also will have your own personal security guard. I forgot to mention that when you have your own VIP section, when it gets really busy, sometimes you can ask security to escort you to the bathroom, and they will do it. Another reason why you should do it is that it's actually pretty affordable. If you get 4 girls and you guys spend around $250 each, you could get a bottle package worth $1,000. If you get a group of 6 girls and everyone spends $300 each, you could get a bottle package worth $1,800. Sometimes that could be even cheaper than the entry fee, but let's be honest, hot women never pay to get into the club. For some people that sounds like a lot of money, but when you break it down, it actually makes sense. Once you consider drink prices, the time you're waiting in line, the convenience, the benefit of actually sitting down, not having to worry about people spiking your drink. When you consider all that, it's actually pretty much worth it in order to have a good night out in Las Vegas. Previously, I made a video about how to get bottle service for free in Las Vegas. I will link that video right here on the screen. In that video, I said that girls could get bottle service for absolutely free just by asking the VIP host to sit at a client's table. Now, that is indeed the easiest way to get bottle service for females. However, that comes with a lot of cons that I'm gonna talk about right now. One of the major complaints that I've heard from girls that I sat at other guys' table is that they have to deal with annoying people. So sometimes you may not like the clients that you're sitting with. They may be annoying. You may not like them, but you have to deal with them because you're drinking their alcohol and you want a free table. Another problem is dealing with drunk people outside your group. I know how annoying it could get just by dealing with drunk people in your group, but just imagine dealing with a drunk stranger you have no idea about, just a guy all sloppy drunk. Another issue is that you will have to go through the selection process. When a girl wants to be sat at a guy's table, a lot of times we will bring you to that table and the client will either give a thumbs up or he will give a wave, either saying yes you can sit at the table or no you can't. Now, not every single girl survived the selection process. That will happen a lot. If you do not have tough skin and you cannot handle the selection process, then you don't want to be sat at somebody else's table. Oh, and this is another thing, drink counting. So when you are sat at somebody else's table, you are drinking their alcohol. Now, these bottles are gonna cost hundreds of dollars to maybe thousands of dollars. So the people that are paying for it are literally gonna keep count of how much you are drinking, because they don't want you to drink all their alcohol, because again, they're paying for it and you're just sitting there for free. That could lead to potential problems and maybe potential fights. This is the hugest one of all. If you get your own bottle service, you don't have to worry about the pressure of hooking up with somebody. Let me tell you guys this story. There was this time at the beach club when 2 really beautiful women walked up to me and they asked to be sat at a client's table. And of course, I said yes because they're really beautiful women. So I escort these girls to the table, and immediately as they got there, the guys turned, looked at me and said, "Oh my God, you brought us prostitutes?" These girls had the most disgusted look on their face and they were heated. They were completely completely mad that these clients automatically assumed, because they wanted to sit at their table, that they were prostitutes and that they were going to go home with them. We felt so bad that we paid for their table out of our own pockets. And let me tell you this, that was actually a good outcome, because I've heard some horror stories when girls were potentially drugged when they refused to go home with somebody. I heard things got completely violent sometimes when girls are not wanting to go home with a guy. Again, all the things that I've told you guys in this video, it barely happens, but still it happens enough to the point that you need to be aware of it. And again, if you know any female that's going to Las Vegas or Miami and she's going out to any of these nightclubs, especially if she's not American, make sure that she knows all this stuff. If you love her, make sure that she watches this video fully, just for the safety aspect of this video. A crucial benefit to getting your own section is that you could actually get drunk with your group. I do not recommend getting drunk if you are being sat at somebody else's table, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if they try to take advantage of you. You don't know if you're going to get robbed. You have no idea. And it's best just to protect yourself by getting your own section. All the things that I listed in this video are extreme measures. These barely happen, but it's something that you need to keep in mind of, because it might just happen to you